Hi everyone, I'm Wesley, a technician here at the Porsche Center, downtown Toronto. In today's video, we're going to be going over how to change the battery in your key fob. We'll start with some of the earlier models and work our way to the late models later in the video. Let's get started. Now, you'll see in front of me some of the different styles of key fobs that we use here at Porsche. On your left, the oldest, and on the right, the newest. We're going to start with this one here, the oldest. This first style of key fob we're looking at is box shaped and came with the earlier models of Cayennes. You'll notice it has a flip out key blade on the side. To access the battery, we have to flip the key over and remove this plastic trim piece from the back. To do that, we simply push up on the side where the key blade would retract. Now that that piece has been removed, the battery is exposed, and removing it is as simple as pressing down on one side and taking it out. Putting in the new battery is just as easy. Push it down flat and then reinstall the plastic cover. Once it's in, you're ready to go. Now the second style of key fob we're going to be looking at was first introduced in the earlier models of 911 known as the 996 and existed for some years after that. To open up this key, we're going to need to split the plastic case in half. To do so, you're going to need a small tool, such as a coin or a flat plastic tool like I have here. You're going to insert it right where the key blade goes into the body of the key and open the key. But it's important to know that the buttons on the key have a risk of falling out if you don't open it correctly. So make sure the buttons are on the bottom side of the key when you open it. Now that the key is open, the battery is exposed. Removing it is as simple as pulling it to one side with your finger and taking it out. Putting in the new key battery is just as easy. Press it in and make sure that when you reassemble the key, you do not flip over the half of the key that has the buttons to prevent them from falling out. Simply snap the two halves back together and you're done. Now, the third style of key fob we're going to be looking at is a more common key fob that many of us may have. To open up this key fob, we'll need to flip it over to the back and remove the valet key by pushing this spring-loaded lock tab to the side and then the key up and away at the same time. Now that the valet key is out, we can use it to remove the cover for the battery and then remove the battery. Reinstalling the battery is easy. Make sure it's flat. Replace the lid and the valet key, making sure that the spring latches into place so that the battery does not fall out. Now, the last style of key fob that we're going to be looking at is similar to the previous style we just looked at. To open up the battery compartment, we need to flip over the key and first remove the valet key by pushing up on this tab here. Once the valet key has been removed, we remove the two plastic side pieces by pinching them and pulling away from the body of the key. Now the battery compartment is exposed, but the battery is still locked in place. To open, we simply rotate counterclockwise until the upper and lower tabs are exposed. And then we remove the lid and the battery. The new battery goes in easily. Make sure it's laying flat before you reinstall the lid for the compartment. Rotate it clockwise to lock it into place, and then reinsert the two plastic tabs on the side. All that's left is to slide the valet key back into place, and you're all done. Now, all of our key fobs take the same style of key battery, a round, flat, watch-style battery, 3-volt CR2032. It's important to remember that number if you're going to be shopping for your own key fob battery, which can be found at your local hardware store. But if you still have any questions or issues with your key fobs, feel free to contact us here at the Porsche Center, downtown Toronto.